proud of us.
The live stream is live.
I'm trying.
Your afternoon drive.
That's us.
Here we go.
Number
Steve
2.
Palmisano is here.
Then on.
Owner operator of the
Van
Albuquerque.
Nunley
You
and
breathe,
Fred
Lex?
Flo. And in the
What's the
on-deck
problem?
circle, Amarie.
Your mic's going to be hot. And here you go.
It is Tuesday, Albuquerque. You know what that means? That means we have the first actual monsoon of the year, and everyone is just freaking out. It is people can't handle it. Weather is not for people.
Thank Lord that I parked before the rain started, because it is an absolute bleep show out here. I'm getting texts from my friends and loved ones saying how dangerous it is.
I did that.
It's just a drizzle. It's not even real rain.
My lady texted me and she was like, "My hair can't handle this." I go, "Well, that's actually that text makes sense to me. That's when you would talk. Humidity's rough for
Hair?
for curly girls."
We're going straight to curly girls' hair on the program today. That's what we're doing.
I'm Fred Slow, your Van Nunley, next to us because we are at the Albuquerque Duke Store, located at the Nob Hill Shopping Center, the intersection of Central and Carlisle. One Steve Palmisano. Let's go.
What up?
I think it's snowing now.
Hey, Marie, you were back at the radio station. You're not on the live stream. Facebook.com.
Oh, I'm about to be.
Slash
I'm about to be.
/Talk ABQ, where you can see us as we are doing this thing up until 5:45 today. We're going to be talking a lot of sports, including cancel culture as it relates to the Baltimore Orioles. We're going to talk a lot about Hard Knocks tonight. We're going to have a laugh with that. Pac-12 realignment in the conversation. That will be very good. Also, stop by the Albuquerque Duke Store because the rain has stopped, so you can stop here and get new Duke's gear, including that jersey that I wore the other day on social media. Steve, I don't know if you saw this.
I saw it. You looked awesome.
Thank you. That's That's the feedback I wanted from you here.
And this isn't rain. This is sprinkling. This is a drizzle.
Well, tell that kid right there that has the
Well,
umbrella and
he's
it's 4 times
adorable, and that's unfair. In his galoshes, his galoshes and his umbrella, and it's just a little sprinkle.
Yep.
Doing the Paddington Bear,
Yep.
just jump up and down. Like,
No, this kid's got pants on.
Hey, Marie, what would the Brentwood Baddies do on a rain day like this as it related to Arroyos?
Oh, you had to stay away from the Arroyos, but you wanted to be a baddie, so you would just go try to like run up and down them like an idiot.
Did you bring your bodyboard out?
We
the
didn't
dip?
have body boards. Maybe like a garbage bag or something ghetto.
How does a garbage bag help in the Arroyo doing?
I don't know.
Brentwood Boulevard is in the Northeast Heights. You can't refer to yourself as ghetto.
No, I don't think it's ghetto. I was just saying we didn't have like body boards.
Did you not have trash can lids?
You slid down
Nope.
the Arroyo in a garbage bag?
You're like,
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. No.
That's so dangerous.
That protected you.
You
from the
just weren't
rain.
supposed to play in them, but people are trying to be bad and like go play in the ditches and like run around and whatnot, and it's very dangerous.
Correct.
Because of the ditch witch.
Mhm. You just duct tape a bunch of pool noodles together. That's what you did.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did that as kids. I know exactly
Mhm.
what you're talking about. Whenever we were kids, because I lived in a river area, we would inflate air mattresses
Yeah.
and we would go throw them on the little creeks and canals whenever they started overflowing. That was
You gotta-
our thing.
Duct tape the bottom of them for the rocks.
No.
Or I'm just thinking about the Rio Grande.
Yes.
You got to protect
Yes.
against heroin needles.
Gotta be ready. Gotta be ready for
You're
that.
going to impale your floaty boy.
For the heroin needles, man. That's what you went with. Come down to the Albuquerque Duke Store. We got discounts. So Van, so let me get this straight. Van,
Oh,
You
God.
brought-
Here we go.
you brought cash money out of your own
I
pocket.
got a stack of cash in my pocket.
Okay, and what you're gonna do
Yep.
is every single person that comes in.
Yep.
So instead of Cole's cash, this is Van's cash.
Correct.
Okay. And if you try to buy merchandise from the Albuquerque Duke Store today, you will receive a Van's cash discount.
And I am appreciative of the weather delay, keeping people out of the floodgates here for spending all of my hard-earned money.
Steve, how do you feel about that?
Anything you buy in this store today, 10% comes right out of my pocket, and I'm going straight to the poorhouse.
Okay. I like it.
Correct. I love it.
NFL talk to start the program. Amory, I need you to help me understand some of these characters here, okay?
Okay,
So
I'm ready.
the Washington Guardians have a football team, and
No, the Washington Commanders.
it's head coached by the
The
gambler
Cleveland Guardians is a baseball team.
Ron. All right, so the gambler
Rivera.
Ron Rivera.
Riverboat Ron.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Does he live in Montgomery?
Yep.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Watch out.
Too soon.
Watch for chairs.
Amarie,
Okay.
did you see that dude dome that dude with that chair on that river?
I did.
How'd
I
you,
actually did.
Two
see
dudes
that.
and a lady.
how did you feel about that?
I didn't really thought that wasn't nice.
As a
be honest.
WWE guy, Fred was like, "Oh, I saw that
Fred's like,
coming."
yes.
With a steel chair.
Uh-huh. Jamal on the porch with the steel chair.
It was very good.
All right.
It was so incredible. I went back and watched the whole thing, and I was like, "This wasn't as good as the folklore of it is greater than what it was."
100%. It
Yeah,
was like a 90-second fight in
And-
real life.
correct.
Yeah,
And the best part, the dude throws this hat, and then
that's a signal to everyone around him.
that means
It's
that-
like it's on.
It's on.
it was like lighting the fires of Rohan,
Yeah,
and it was
he wasn't marking a fair catch.
no.
He was telling the homies that it's on.
It's not that this gunner on the punt team is out of bounds.
Uh-huh.
That's not what it
No,
was.
that's not it.
It was, and so they go at it. But here, it made me rethink historical significance of other events in our great country before cell phone footage.
Right.
Is every story I ever heard just a fabulous fabrication? Did really no one run through the streets of any city telling me that the British are actually coming? Is this just a made up historical event occurrence? 'Cause
All right. First off, he was on a horse.
Paul-
How much ground could he cover?
I just heard he was galloping. Maybe Paul Revere was.
He could go from one end of Nob Hill, stop by the Duke store, get a New Jersey, go to the other side of Nob Hill in like 4 hours. That's how long it would have taken.
That's how long it would have taken.
Yes.
But there's all these recollections, and none of those are true now with cell phones. You can't tell me a story and believe me to believe that story is fabulous, because I know it's not. Because I see the cell phone.
Also, this is like the most amazing example of recent culture of bleep around and find out.
Oh, no one should have messed around here.
Why are you taking on the security guy? He's trying to help. He's doing you a favor.
Yes.
He's trying to get your boat out of the way of a giant, bigger boat coming up behind you. He's doing you a favor.
You ever been to Alabama?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I have.
You're still confused on what happened?
It makes zero sense whatsoever. Just kidding. Strike that, reverse it. This is the most normal thing.
Steve, when's the last time you were in Alabama?
I don't know that I've been there.
Well, there's no reason to go. Also, there's no reason to go back if you have been, because I have been. It is.
Did the guy get
I would like to
down
go to a college
after he got
football
hit?
game there.
A what game?
A college football game. I would like to go to a college football game
Don't
there.
take your riverboat.
I will not.
I think
Leave
I've
your
been to
chairs at home,
Birmingham.
which is lovely, I've heard.
We need to get like a white plastic folding chair now, claim that it is the chair, and then put it on display in places.
Put a bunch of fake autographs on it,
Love that. Put it on eBay.
auction it off for another fake charity.
Oh god, this is so smart.
hmm
So this guy from Montgomery, Ron Rivera. So he is that
Same
not-
dude.
That's
It's the
not
same
correct?
guy.
That's
No,
not-
keep going. No,
Okay.
keep going.
So what
keep
he
going.
did was he gave up on the team last year. You'll remember from their record. So in an effort to
I don't know if he
save,
gave up on the team. He shouldn't have benched Taylor Heineke and put Carson Wentz back in. They were winning.
similar to what I said.
And they beat the Eagles. Yeah, but
Well, sometimes maybe he was confused. Maybe they said cash it in. They were talking about his riverboat gambling chips instead of the season.
Except for the season ticket holders.
Yes. So the Washington Guardians have cashed it in. So they're
Okay.
done.
Okay.
And then what they did was they went and got I don't know if this is the best terminology to use, the fake offensive coordinator from Kansas City, because he didn't actually run the offense because it was ran by their head coach, Andy Reid.
Eric sleeping with the enemy.
That's him.
hmm
So he
Who
is.
could never get a job
Why could he never
for
get a job?
years. He's been interviewing for years, and this was like years. And Ron Rivera was the one that chose him.
Rooney Rule, probably.
Well, I think we learned the problem the last couple days. He's holding adult employees accountable for their actions.
Oh, unacceptable.
And they hate it.
I hate it.
Oh,
I hate my boss. Doesn't matter what job it is. Doesn't matter how long I've worked there. The second,
aren't
That-
you your own boss?
well, I mean, changes nothing of that sentence.
Hates himself,
Hates-
Amarie.
Oh,
Catch up.
just wanted to make sure I'm on.
Here's the
Same
dynamic
page.
between employee and employer. The second they hire you, you're excited and you're thankful. And then one day later, all the other employees put you in a group text. And then you hate them.
hmm
You hate your boss. You hate your boss, Eric the enemy.
He is not in the wrong here.
What?
Washington is a dumpster fire and has been for so long. He comes in here, demands accountability, and they hate him for it. This is how bad the culture is for the Washington football team, is that they got a good coach now, and they're like, oh, screw this guy. He keeps blowing his whistle at me and telling me I'm doing the wrong thing. I hate him.
It's funny because
No, it's called coaching. He's coaching you.
even during practice, he sent the first offense off the field because it didn't get they didn't get in the huddle fast enough. He demanded the offense get in and get out and huddle quicker, and he was yelling at running backs to finish on each carry, and just they weren't having it.
Oh, yeah. The offense has to get up to the line of scrimmage and run the play because there's a penalty. It's called delay of game, and your coach doesn't want you to get delay of game penalties. It's simple.
Also, I was watching Quarterback, the show you guys hate, last night, and I
sucks.
saw Patrick Mahomes talking to Eric Bieniemy during the last season, and Patrick Mahomes was basically telling Eric Bieniemy what they'll be doing.
Well, yeah, he's Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. That's an outlier.
no one is going.
That's the exception, not the rule.
no one's going to run down Riverboat Ron Riviera
Yeah.
and saying, "Hey, Patrick Mahomes is a problem."
Yeah.
No one will ever say that.
No.
Bieniemy has interviewed 15 times to be a head coach and cannot get a job.
Is he a head coach now?
No, he's offensive
Oh,
coordinator.
He sucks.
Offensive coordinator for Washington. The one is trying to keep these losers accountable, and they won't let them do it.
He's the type of guy. Do you guys know a lot of football coaches, or is it just me? Like,
I mean,
a ton.
yeah.
I have a whole family full of
Yeah,
them.
lot of
yeah.
Yeah.
Most of them.
they're all the worst, right?
I played football.
No.
Every single one is the worst,
No, not at all.
Oh,
hands down.
no.
Easy.
No, not at all.
They
No,
write-
no.
They write weird inspirational stuff on chalkboards. Eric Bieniemy writes, "Practice like you play." He wrote that on a whiteboard, and he thought it would fire people up.
I mean, that's a very important thing to do. You actually do play like you practice. That's
No,
why you practice.
Not when you're a professional. That's the thing you write to children.
Listen here, Allen Iverson. Some people need to practice. It's very important, especially for losers in Washington whose team has sucked for 20 years.
I like how you said Allen Iverson like he wasn't any good. He was very good. Did not need practice.
Again, like Patrick Mahomes, he's an outlier. Some people get to tell Eric Bieniemy what to do. Some people don't have to practice. That's Patrick Mahomes. That's Allen Iverson. That's Van Nunley.
Allen Iverson was so good at basketball that they named Chat GPT after him.
Chad?
No,
AI.
they didn't.
Chad GPT?
Oh my God.
That's
That
his
did
backup,
not,
Chad
that
Henne.
did not land.
It's AI.
That did not land.
It's okay.
It's a very good Allen Iverson.
That's all right.
I thought it was
It's
funny.
all right. It's
Thank
all right.
No,
It's
see,
all right.
don't enable him.
It's like culturally relevant. Just
All right, we did that joke 3 weeks ago. No big deal.
who's we?
Okay, let's dump the
Me
dump
and
one.
you. That's what we means.
We bring Allen Iverson up too much.
Because he's a legend. Of course we do.
He's the absolute best. He's the reason we don't need practice.
Mhm.
And Eric the enemy is telling. That was very
Huh?
exciting. Eric the enemy is telling all of his players that they have to show up and actually do the job. And I don't feel that that is true. I feel if you're part of the Washington Guardians, you can just show up and get a paycheck and go middle of the road like they do every single year, even when they do try hard, and you have the exact same result.
You know who doesn't have to practice very hard? The Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, the team that
Game.
he left for the exact same position, a lateral move for whatever reason, just to get out of town. The Chiefs might not have to practice that hard because they have a decade of success under Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. You know who does need to practice hard? The sorry-ass Washington football team. They better practice hard because they are a perpetual dumpster fire.
So you think
Yeah.
you guys don't think it's the change of Eric the enemy? You think it's
No, I think he's no.
the culture that was there previously?
Oh, 100% that.
Okay. Here's why you're wrong.
Go on.
Eric the enemy has never won anything. He's been parts of things that have won, but according to the
Football's a team game. What is he going to win on his own?
it's a team game.
The 100-meter dash? What is he doing by himself?
Football is not a team game. Football is Aaron
What?
Rodgers, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes,
Oh my God.
Gardner Minshew.
Okay.
That is what football is.
Okay.
A team game.
It takes 53 dudes.
But you
To
got
compete.
to one. Like you can have 50. You can have 52 guys.
52 really good ones.
But if you don't have one,
Trenton Dilfer exists.
Dak Prescott.
Yeah. Brad Johnson exists.
those are the two worst ones.
Yeah. Champions.
Well, that's different though because at that time they used
Rich
to have.
Gannon.
Oh, see,
God.
Yeah.
first of
These
all,
guys are very successful.
Well, he didn't.
And they
win.
suck.
He didn't win anything. Let's not act like he did. That's like saying Tommy Maddox. Like none of those dudes.
Who's that?
Yeah, good to see. See
Mhm.
what I'm doing. At the time
the
that Trent Dilfer
Local
won,
real estate guy? Is that who that is?
I believe he builds playgrounds now.
Oh, that's nice.
He'll help your municipality find a grant, and then you can get a new playground installed. Which is
Grant
nice.
Hill? I know where he's at.
In my opinion, because Trent Dilfer had 2,000-yard rusher Jamal Lewis, and in my opinion,
Mhm.
because Brad Johnson had the greatest running back of all time, Mike Allstott, that what, Amarie?
Nothing. Keep going.
Tom Brady had Gronk
No,
and Bill Belichick.
Tom Brady made Gronk.
Gronk would be a legend wherever he went in
No
any
way.
sport he went.
There's no way.
No way.
Rob Gronkowski is terrible without Tom Brady. How many passes has Rob Gronkowski caught from quarterbacks that aren't Tom Brady? 5.
Rob Gronkowski gets 2,000 yards receiving, catching for Aaron Rodgers.
Absolutely.
Tom Brady wasn't even able to tap into the
No.
talent of Rob
No.
Gronkowski.
Rob Gronkowski gets kicked out of every game he plays in if he doesn't have cool hand Tom Brady there. Like just cruise him to
No,
victory.
he doesn't
Oh
get
my
kicked out of
God.
every game he plays in. He gets kicked out of every club he goes to. You're confusing those two.
Rob Gronkowski would have the exact same storyline as Aaron Hernandez without Tom Brady.
That is not true at all.
No,
Even-
that's not true at all. He's Polish.
Yeah, and Aaron Hernandez had Tom Brady. So that's the
Aaron
problem.
Hernandez
That's
didn't have
terrible.
Tide Pods at halftime.
Aaron
Oh,
Hernandez
Good point.
had Tim
Okay.
Tebow and Tom Brady.
Yeah, where did he go so
He,
wrong?
I don't.
Right.
Woo.
Long story short, Amarie, I think you're going too hard at us during practice, so I'm going to go talk to our boss.
okay.
NFL, NFL,
Yep.
NFL.
On the sports animal.
NFL on the sports animal.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
Eric Bieniemy got all like, remember the Titans like Denzel Washington, you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Perpetually.
he just showed up and he's like, you drop a ball, you run a mile.
Yeah. Good.
Is that-
Washington sucks. They need it.
that.
They desperately need it.
The equalizer is better than Remember the Titans.
Training day.
Training Day is the best one.
Mhm.
I mean, these
Yeah.
okay. Well, okay. First of all, there's too many good Denzel Washington.
Today,
Great.
Eric Bieniemy looks at Terry McLaurin and says, "Didn't know you like to get wet, Terry."
Scary Terry. It's about to be scary Terry.
Dan Snyder ain't got nothing on me.
Left side. no one responds.
That's not even Denzel. It's the other kid.
Mhm.
Yeah, strong side.
We don't know his name.
Ryan Gosling? No.
Gary
running back-
Gary Bertier.
Yeah, that's it.
That was a good movie in high school when I didn't
Hey.
have to do homework.
But good news, running back Antonio Gibson for the Washington Commanders said the practice tempo has been the biggest adjustment. The team has run more plays in practice than in the past at a faster pace. They think we need to start thinking bigger picture.
And it's like the third day of practice, and they're already freaking out. It's been
They're
3
they're
days.
like, what is this? I'm putting money on the
They're all going to be on
Commanders now.
Oh, you're taking the over on the win-loss because they had to practice for the first time in 2 decades?
They won't be able to fill the team by the time.
All these losers
man.
quit? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
they'll be on the IR.
Okay. From practicing
I
for the
got
first time ever?
Pull the hammy.
It's a lot of gaslighting from Eric the Enemy. So he's like actually the phrase PAB isn't as negative as you think it is.
Mm.
It's a term of endearment. And then people are like, oh, okay, I get it.
He's just wearing his Super Bowl rings.
Oh, that's a good flex.
Yeah, right.
I would show up in like a suit with like a Kansas City Chiefs liner.
Right.
That'd be so bad.
Burgundy on the outside, Chiefs red on the inside.
Hey, Maria, your favorite topic whenever we get back? Canceling the Baltimore
Not my
Oilers.
favorite.
Sure, let's go with
Orioles.
The Baltimore Orioles have
Kevin
decided
Brown.
to cancel their own broadcasting.
that. Sad.
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Brought to you by the Albuquerque
Claire.
Albuquerque Journal and Venue Plus for local insight and answers about pets or puzzles, sports or shopping, comics or movies, events, dining, music, television, and more. Get all your entertainment and recreational questions answered. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
And traffic right now, things continue to move slow in a number of spots this afternoon. Westbound on I-40 between Wyoming and San Mateo, traffic moving slow there. Then again, 4th Street to Coors dealing with slowdowns there. Eastbound on I-40 between University and Louisiana, we've got some congestion in that area. I-25 southbound from Osuna to Montgomery, got some slowdowns in that area. Also seeing quite a bit of slowdowns both directions of tramway right now between Copper and I-40. So watch yourself if you're traveling in that area also. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Jim Rome Show.
In the end, it really is pretty underwhelming. Don't get me wrong. Tennessee desperately needed to add an outside weapon. Ever since they created that A.J. Brown-sized hole in their offense, they have needed help at wide receiver. And whatever is left of D-Hop is infinitely better than whatever it is they have right now. Name one active Titans receiver with at least 1,000 career yards. I'm guessing there's no way that Nuke thought that he would end up signing for 2 years and $26 million, but here we are.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
The biannual blowout is just a week away, and we've got a lot of work to do.
Keenan's Rug Emporium is rolling out a Labor Day bonanza.
Have that flatweed shipment coming in.
He needs 10 new sales associates as the crowds loom large.
Someone run a stock check on all the Moroccan 8x10s?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
So you just used bug spray in your home. Now what? Well, between the waiting and waiting for things to dry up and keeping your family away from the mess, it hits you. You could have used Zevo. Unlike other bug sprays that stick around, Zevo goes from kill to clean in seconds. Plus, it's safe for use around people and pets when used as directed. Zevo, people-friendly, bug-deadly.
Strauss here. My front door was beat up, old, and ugly. CertaPro painters helped me choose the right color, and now my home door looks like new. And everybody who drives by gets a front door smile. They're honest, clean, thoughtful, and they have the attention to detail. Schedules fill up fast, so now's the time to plan your project. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with the C for your home or business.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into. And that is,
It's not my thing.
you've heard
Hello?
healthcare can save many families up to $500 a month. And that is huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch too. The member
Hey, guys.
for Medishare is double that of the
I don't really look at what other people
double.
are doing.
Medishare works. It's been around for 30 years. Members have
Like
shared
really self-absorbed.
hours of each other's bills,
Hello?
telehealth, and a huge nationwide PPP.
What's up?
Hi, we're about to come back.
A ton. Like it.
And Josh Sushan wants to know if you want to do crosstalk at 5:30.
Yeah, I know.
Economy, or you just want to plan.
He just texted me, okay?
Nah.
Said, call me.
See what you can say. This is a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
This is where New Mexico comes
Here we go,
for
boys.
sport. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Orioles, Kevin Brown, who's the announcer, was suspended by the team. This is after he said, Amarie, do you have this clip?
I do. And it's the full clip on why he got suspended.
All right, yeah, drop that real quick.
For the Orioles, Brandon Hyde has felt like This has been maybe the toughest ballpark to play in.
It's a minute.
Have a chance to do something special today. They've already clinched at least a split in the series, winning 2 of the first 3, and they could pick up a series win behind Tyler Wells today. It's been a minute. The Orioles split a 2-gamer with the Rays in June. They had lost their last 15 series here at Tropicana Field. You have to go back to when our now colleague Brad Brock picked up the win in the series finale, June 25th, 2017, the last time the Orioles won a series here at St. Pete. Already got 3-2 at the Trop this year after winning 3 of 18 the previous 3 years combined. It is a stark difference, Ben, and it is not a bad Rays team. It's not like all of a sudden the Rays became slouches in the American League East. They've led this division every day, but now 2, and the Orioles once again are back alone in first place.
Yeah.
You want me to go first, man?
Okay, it sounds like he's telling the absolute truth. A little tough pill to swallow. You've been owned by a team, and you finally won a series, and he's telling you all about the history of the matchups. Sounds like good analysis and commentary to me.
I have broadcast in my life because I was a sports broadcaster before I was a talk show host. I'm still currently a sports broadcaster. Have microphone will travel 505-246-0610.
Sure.
So I have been in this exact same situation. I've been in a situation where, let's say there's a rain delay. Let's say there's a this literally happened. It took too long to get the hot rod muscle cars off the field at halftime of the arena soccer game that I'm broadcasting for. So I'm doing filler as they're trying to get off the field to start the second half of St. Louis Ambush Soccer. And as I'm doing it, I'm like, hey, big thank you to everyone tuning in the broadcast, those in attendance. Big thank you to the organization. Obviously, it's this season thus far. And those who are maybe getting the first chance to be here on, maybe a comp ticket. Thank you guys for showing. Thank you, to the excitement surrounding the organization. I go on for 20 minutes.
Sure.
The conversation I have afterwards with ownership is, why'd you mention comp tickets? Why did I mention comp tickets? I just spent 20 minutes putting you over because you can't get muscle cars off the field. That's this. This is looking for a reason.
Sure.
If you are, what's his name? John Angelos? Is that the owner's name? John Angelos was looking for a reason. Something else is going on. 100% something else.
Something behind the scenes is going on, because why? You're having your first successful season in so long in Baltimore.
So long.
It's been the longest drought. Baltimore loves their baseball team. They've been showing up in droves, even when they're losing 100 games, and you still got the support of your community, and you're telling your fans a hard truth. By the way, while you're in first place, this is part of the job. The Rays have had your number. You're telling it like it is. Guess what? They ended up winning the series. Guess what? They finally broke the streak. These are all good things. I think you might be right that there's something going on behind the scenes where they wanted to get rid of him anyways, and boom, here's your reason. Look, friend of the show, Josh Sushan, calls a lot of baseball games. You think he skips out on the other team hitting home runs? You just lie to the crowd like, oh, no, we're actually, if you're looking at the score on the internet, we're down 4. But if you're listening right now, we're up 10. That's not how it works.
If you count hard hit line drives right at defenders, the Isotopes are up 14-0 right now.
Exactly.
That's this conversation. Speaking of baseball, we're live at the Albuquerque Duke store. Come see your boys hanging out with owner-operator Steve Palmisano. Also, he's making a bunch of Duke City Championship Wrestling gear. What's up?
Let's
what's
go.
Up?
Hey, what's up?
How's it coming together?
I'm excited.
Is it looking good?
Number 3, right?
It's our third live event. Yeah. Like, if you want to sit next to the ring, you cannot. All the tickets are sold.
Really? I thought I had a seat.
Now, hold on. That's not completely true.
Yeah.
There's like 7 left.
But those aren't even next to the ring, though.
Okay.
Yeah,
if you would like a chair for you and your 6 best friends, you better hurry.
You better go now to dccwtickets.com.
I'll just live stream it.
Super smart. We don't live stream, but somebody there will be
soon.
Every show we've gone to, someone has live streamed the entire event on social media, and then we're in an ownership group, and they'll be like, "Hey, should we do something about this? Let's do nothing about this."
Oh, you talking about free advertisement?
Yeah, let that go.
Uh-huh.
I love this. We need a new broadcaster. You know anyone available from the Baltimore
area? Do now. This is so soft. This is so unbelievably soft. You've had it so hard for so many years. And again, I will mention the fan base. They come out in droves to watch your team lose.
Yeah.
And now you're finally winning. And this is how you treat them? You're like, we're taking this guy away because he's telling you the friggin' truth.
Well,
we're
How
in
long
first
has he
place.
been on the air for them? How long has he been?
Oh, the
It's
broadcaster?
been multiple years.
Yeah. I mean,
the last guy was 16, 17. So he's been on at least 5 years.
And then also, we're being real fair about Kevin Brown. Probably not too upset about having 2 weeks off in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I guess the original plan was just reinsert him this upcoming weekend series and just act like nothing happened, which, by the way, okay. Like,
Very weird.
Yeah, super weird. But if I'm going to miss a couple paychecks, but I do get a vacation, that's fine with me. I need a vacation.
I'll go to friggin' Cabo.
Yeah.
They got internet service there. I can watch the O's over there.
Oh, you're mad at me and you're my boss? You can punish me? Deal. Please don't say anything weird about me publicly. Oh, no. Now there's a weird investigation in the front office. What happened? That's where this thing is going now.
He's been with them for 5 years.
5 years. Oh, good answer, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I can math.
That's not for me.
And they didn't come out and say why they pulled him.
So the leak is the reason that people know. So somebody in the front office was like, hey, did you know? Now, also, is this just a fabulous lie? Could this just be like produced by someone mad at fill in the blank?
Yeah, I mean, the first storyline was he was disparaging the franchise, and which we know that cannot be true. All you're doing is saying the absolute truth of your series record against your division rival who's owned you. Not the biggest of deals. How are you this soft?
Yeah, but he came back and said, and now we beat him this year.
Exactly.
So he was doing his job.
But that's why I'm saying there's something on the back end. So, and it's like, and it's always something weird. Like, and like, hey, miss me with me knowing exactly. I'm just creating hyperbole.
Use the word allegedly, please.
Allegedly, John Angelos has a crush on a new intern, and the new intern goes for Kevin Brown instead. So now John Angelos is mad. Like, this is the kind of stuff that happens.
If it's something that petty,
it is.
It'll come out eventually. Also, if it's something that he did horrible and they're just using this as an excuse to get him away from the franchise before whatever horrible thing actually comes to light, then good on you guys being proactive.
I don't think it's something horrible, though. It's like Kevin Brown parked in John Angelos' spot. Like, it's something like that, because that's how billionaires work.
Yeah, he had a hot mic when he was using the restroom.
Something.
And it's like, that Angelos guy can suck all the bleeps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like that.
Angelos had just left the restroom, and then he made a comment like, "Oh, it smells like Angelos."
Yeah,
oh, okay, catch a.
He was actually in there.
Yeah, catch a 2-weeker.
Yeah.
That's what this is. Cancel culture. Amarie, you've been canceled in multiple markets and by multiple demographics of people. How does Kevin
totally.
Brown recover from this?
I don't know, because there was nothing worth canceling. I hate cancel culture. I didn't see anything wrong with it. He's going to get another job somewhere, but he's probably going to be suspended. How? I don't even know how suspension works with broadcasters.
You get paid on the 1st and the 15th. I mean, it's
yeah.
And the Orioles are having a great season, so I hopefully it's not a long one, because he doesn't deserve to get canceled right now. He didn't do anything wrong.
He's going to get a lot of support from everyone who's not a billionaire. It's like millionaires are not billionaires. So all the players will come to, all the other broadcasters around the league. It'll end up being like that type of fellowship for him.
Or he won't, because everyone else in the cult knows what he did wrong. They're like, oh, just wait. Like another 10 days.
It has to be something else. There's no way that 59 seconds is worth suspending.
It'd be terrible if Baltimore went in the tank and the Yankees came up and
Mike
says owner operator at the Duke's team store wearing a Yankees hat right now. A little bit of homerism live on air.
Mike Stanton can't even turn around. He can't turn the corner on third. Like I watched that. Did you guys see that highlight where he's jogging around third on a stand-up double to center field off whoever's bat, and he's thrown out at home because he was like, that's my top speed. My top speed is jog. The Yankees are in a tough spot. Yeah. Also, I don't think their manager is very good. I don't think Boone has it figured out.
I think
You can
we
say something, Steve. Steve like head just went down. You made him so sad.
I just,
Give it back,
Dan's
Steve.
lining up the pitch on the plate there to the umpire. That was hilarious.
I mean, what are you going to do?
I think he's probably done.
Your all-world superstar is playing with 9 toes.
Ouch.
Mike Stanton, one of the greatest power hitters of our generation, can't stay healthy for 3 days straight. You only got one good player on your team, Garrett Cole. Everyone else is hurt. No one can do anything with those circumstances.
And
it's not Aaron Boone's fault.
Aaron, it's the Cashman cat. He don't love him. Because why are we now at a point now where the New York Yankees can't just go get Shohei Ohtani?
Right.
I don't understand.
Right.
He should be in pinstripes. The only thing that makes sense in the entire world is that the three of us are all sitting here in our brand new Shohei Ohtani New York Yankees jerseys.
Never.
We would, though.
Yeah, no. No.
One home, one away. They don't really
No
have
alternate.
Yeah, they don't
There's
have
no
alternates for the Yankees.
Is the alternate the one with the star patch?
I would wear that.
Yeah.
John Miller is who I was trying to come up with. Wasn't he released weirdly from the Orioles years ago? Wasn't that like part of his like?
I think they just didn't want to pay him, right?
Is that what it was?
Because his star was too big. The team wasn't making enough money because they suck so bad. They just let him go. And ESPN swooped him up immediately, right?
Yeah, as they should have. He's got one of the most iconic voices of voices.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Also, I'm pro broadcaster in a lot of ways. Some of them are weird.
Yeah. I've seen the documentary Brockmire. I understand. It can get dark.
You're talking about Joe Buck?
Sure. Why not?
I want, for more than anything, for there to be a reverse cancelization of Baltimore somehow. It won't happen. But whenever they do move on from our current situation with Brown, I want no one to apply for that job. It won't happen. Thousands of people will apply. But you need to have like a reflex to it.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you need to be an adult. Be an adult about this kind of stuff.
I agree.
It's so easy. Because, I mean, the public perception of you now is awful, and you can't reverse it. It's going to take a long time. It's going to take a lot of news cycles for you to reverse this course of action. Because now you just look soft, and you look petty.
Do you think it's the actual story, or do you think it's this front office leak is not the actual story?
There's always more.
There's always more.
There has to be.
I want to know what more is, though. I want to know, like, because I'm telling you, it's something petty. Something super petty. And it could be something as small as like, hey Brown, log into this computer so we can do this thing. And his password is like Angelo sucks 316, and it's like noticed.
Yeah, the IT guys that change his password.
Yep.
What'd you have to change it from?
Got a break.
Whenever we get back, fake news. We're gonna tell you all about it.
More?
It's my favorite story of the day.
Let's go.
My favorite story of the day is college football and why you're so upset. 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Served by Staples.
Got 4 minutes.
What you need for travel. Passport photos, luggage, headphones, even personal travel-sized items. Now get $10 off your purchase of 30 or more when you buy a travel service. In-store only offer ends September 16th. Exclusions apply. Staples, your first stop to nonstop travel.
Traffic right now eastbound on I-40. Things are down to one lane as you approach Louisiana. Looks like that is due to a sinkhole. So if you can't, just avoid that area altogether. If not, be patient, get over to the right, and take your time as you try to get through that. Elsewhere around town right now, westbound on I-40, as you approach the interchange, you're going to run into slowdowns. Those are going to last until Coors. Headed west on Paseo this afternoon between I-25 and the river. Traffic moving slow there as well. Clark's Pet Emporium reminds you that just 10 minutes in a parked car at 85 degrees, even with the windows cracked, can be deadly for your pet. Obviously, some days are even hotter. Clark's Pet Emporium has loved pets and their owners for 50 years. Clark's on Lomas, west of San Mateo, Manoa at Juan Tabo, and at clarkspets.com. This report is sponsored by Clark's Pet Emporium. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
telling it like it is.
Quarterback in the NFL is an utter pressure cave. And then there's Mahomes. TV cameras hovering, newborn, challenging brother, playing with 9 or 10 rookies, scrutiny of the world, most talked about football player on the earth, won the Super Bowl. His game is his personality.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
You know how those who are the best and whatever it is just keep finding ways to get better? That's exactly the story at Sandia Golf Club. Voted best golf course in the city in 2022, Sandia Golf Club continues to improve the golf experience for every level of golfer. First off, you need to act quickly on this. The 2023 Champions Club cardholders enrollments are almost sold out for the year. Sign up today and make Sandia your home club. You'll get discounted rounds, Troon Rewards enrollment to travel, and earn points at other Troon facilities along with other discounts and priorities. The more you play, the more you get rewarded. Visit sandiagolf.com. Join Sandia Golf Club's daily deals text line at sandiagolf.com. Click the red ticket to be entered for updates and the best deals offered at the state's best course. And Sandia's professionals are committed to getting you to play your best golf in 2023. Visit their PGA private golf coaches page. Book your private session with one of their PGA golf coaches. Committed to providing the best experience and the best conditions. Visit sandiagolf.com today and view the best available rates and book your tee time today. We'll see you on the tee.
Ever get nostalgic for really good comfort food and creamy milkshakes? 66 Diner is your time machine. Family owned with over 36 years in the community. 66 Diner's been flipping burgers and churning out the city's best milkshakes year after year. Got a picky eater in the backseat? No worries. Their menu has everyone in the family covered. And with the bells ringing soon for back to school, 66 Diner is dishing out a deal that'll have you driving in pronto. Bring your kiddos to 66 Diner this weekend on August 12th and 13th. Buy a kid's meal and get another absolutely free. They also have an incredible deal if you join the Cruiser Club. 1 free milkshake on them, free meal for your birthday, and a free appetizer on your anniversary. There's so much to love about this place. Even better, 66 Diner is Friday's sweet deal. Visit our station website Friday, 9 a.m. and get a $50 gift certificate for just $25. Rev up your appetite and roll on down to 66 Diner, where good times and great food are always on the menu.
What's holding you back from learning the language you've always wanted to know?
Too hard.
Takes too long.
Not with Babbel. Babbel's lessons take just 15 minutes a day.
15 minutes isn't long.
Nope. And they're fun.
Fun isn't hard.
Right. Babbel's interactive lessons, podcasts, games, and more make it fun and engaging, so you don't realize you're learning a language, but you are. And Babbel's lessons are built around real life. You can choose from topics like travel, business, relationships, and more. You'll learn what matters most to you. Plus, Babbel's lessons are designed to get you speaking right away. In 3 weeks, you're able to start having conversations.
Just 3 weeks? Even better.
Since Babbel's lessons are designed by language experts and voiced by real native speakers, you'll get the accents just right and be able to carry on conversations with confidence.
Learning a language with Babbel doesn't take long.
And with Babbel, it isn't hard.
It's perfect.
And now, try Babbel free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Mix a little sports analysis, pop culture, and great interviews, and you've got the Rich Eisen Show podcast.
The Jets are bracing themselves into doing Hard Knocks this year.
Bracing themselves. Look, coaches want to control the controllables. They don't want to have a camera crew in the building. You know, I know that they want to lie low. This is what happens when you go and swing for the fences and get Aaron Rodgers. Are you kidding me?
The Rich Eisen Show podcast, wherever you listen.
The Sports Animal is now 27 years old. What we're saying is, it's now not creepy to tell us how good we look for our
Keep this around like 5 minutes to get us back on time.
education.
Thanks, Eric.
Here we go.
We're back on the show. The show's at the Albuquerque Duke store. Let's go.
Yeah.
Lots of friends of the show in the building. Big shout out to all of they. New friend Sabrina, was it?
Yeah.
New friend Sabrina, like her. Steve Palmisano joining us. Steve, did you just? Okay, breaking news. Breaking news. Steve, did you just bring out the new season 3 T-shirt? Did you just bring that out? Is that what's right there?
Yeah, but I don't have the it's not printed.
The color is
That's the
there.
color.
That's very strong.
That's the nicest T-shirt I've ever seen.
That is fantastic.
What is it? Is that like an antique sapphire blue?
Ooh.
How'd you know? That's awesome, dude.
I think that's
Did
a
job.
Honolulu cyan. Is that what that is?
Is that what that is?
Antique sapphire.
Ooh.
Steve, are you making the Brentwood Baddie shirt?
I could.
That's what I like to hear.
Now hold
Steve.
on, we gotta get the 2 men on season 3 first, and then the Brentwood baddies are coming.
Yeah, the
Brentwood Baddies have been around a lot longer.
Well, one of us are relevant.
Yeah, let's talk about fandom.
Yeah.
Let's make
They
sure.
survived the Arroyos.
The new Brentwood Baddies logo is me taking childhood photos of them, turning them into caricatures, putting them on trash can lids, and surfing down like Subway surfers through an arroyo. That's the new
duct tape pull noodles going down the Rio Grande.
100%. And then also just like one where there's just a hand coming out of the flooded water, and that's the baddie we never mentioned.
Oh, rest in power, Jessica.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Well, it's funny when you start guessing
it was the algae.
When
that
you
finally
when
got
you
her.
guess the names, you can't go wrong. You guess them all. Good job.
Every Brentwood baddie subject segment we bring up, I'll eventually get all the names right.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm pretty close
absolutely.
already.
There's only one you will never get. But we won't. We got to talk about the fake news from Fred because I've been dying after that
Fine.
tease before the break, and it's college football or
NFL.
NFL.
It's college football.
Oh.
So it's being
Just as good.
reported by CBS Sports that San Diego State is trying to create a super conference, a Power 5 super conference with teams from the Pac-12, the Mountain West, and the ACC.
Why would you join a super conference with these losers who couldn't even get into the Pac-12 that dismantled a month after they tried to get in?
San Diego State is lover scorn, by the way.
Yes.
I love it.
We shouldn't, when I say we, I mean this part of the country, shouldn't have let them back into the Mountain West Conference.
I agree.
We just tried to accept the girlfriend who cheated on us back immediately.
Yes. And you don't do that immediately. First you go cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go if she cheats on you one time, you go cheat on her twice.
Yes. You delete your Facebook, you go to the gym,
Yes.
and then you go to the club.
Yes. And
For
you get,
sure.
And you get one girl from the gym and one girl from the club.
Yeah. And you don't immediately take her back.
No.
You go
no.
rage for a while.
Yeah.
Look, Mountain West, you had your opportunity to go rage, and you just immediately get sloppy seconds with your ex-girlfriend. It's gross.
You idiots.
It's a bad look, Mountain West.
Yeah, the entire state of Texas is right there.
They cheated on you with the conference that fell apart immediately.
Why don't you just call Angelo State or something? Just at least slum. Go slum.
Yeah.
Go figure it out.
Get you some D2.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Some low-hanging D2 fruit.
Some D2.
Jeez Louise.
This is what you deserve, college football fan. This is what you deserve, San Diego State. There's 2 conferences now, and everyone else sucks.
There's 2 conferences in the Mountain West. There's the Mountain West, and then there's San Diego State. Everyone who tries to talk to San Diego State, like university-wise, San Diego State's going to be like, no.
No, we're too good for
We're
this.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So SIDs, like,
are you?
Sports information directors like, hey, can I get the roster for the? No, just
Yeah.
go make that thing yourself. Like, I don't. It's not for me.
So as a one-day employee of San Diego State, let me tell you all of the dysfunction in this organization.
Are you about to say, come at me, Mountain West? You best not miss. Is that what you're about to do?
No, I haven't made my Wire reference today, but that's a good one. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Fred made my Wire reference for me today.
It's Omar.
What is this? August 8th, 2023. What time is it here?
Well, I recently traveled to
4:47.
So, I watched 2 episodes of The Wire on the plane.
You did not.
Every time I travel, Steve, I watch an episode of The Wire.
He's on season 1, episode 3 now.
Yeah. Halfway through the first season.
Travel a lot. So.
This is what you get, San Diego State. And what makes you think that you have the pull, the guy who just got rejected by the Pac-12, what makes you think you have the pull to start your own brand new conference? No one's going to pay attention to you. This is absurd. The sheer gall of San Diego State, who got thwarted by the Pac-12, and you think you're going to start your competitive super conference from the Mountain West and whatever the AAC is? I'm not sure.
All college conference.
Is that what it is?
I have no idea.
That's the wrong letters.
I believe ACC is good for the basketball.
Wrong conference. AAC,
that's the
not
good one.
ACC.
So then, after the story comes out from CBS Sports,
And what is the ACC doing? Why aren't they taking on everyone
It's
else's?
the Atlantic Coast Conference, by the way.
I know what ACC stands for. They're a relevant conference. What's the AAC?
Collegiate.
That San Diego State wants to get all these teams from that are not even good enough to know what they're from.
The
All-American?
Is that what it is, Steve?
No idea.
I also have no idea. I only know about things that
All
matter.
abandoned colleges.
There it is.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Strong
The
work.
all-alone colleges.
Yeah, all alone.
So
in your own conference.
After this plan fails fabulously, I'll tell you how San Diego State reacts after the break. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. Live from the Albuquerque Duke store, the intersection of Carlisle and Central. Come see your boys and Van. We'll take care of yous. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Express.com. Looking for your next job? Express can help. Express Employment Professionals has put more than 10 million people to work in the last 40 years in all types of industries. With competitive pay and no fee to help you find a job, what are you waiting for? Visit ExpressPros.com today.
All right, traffic right now as you approach Louisiana eastbound on I-40, you're going to see multiple lanes closed. You're going to want to stay to the right. Looks like there's a sinkhole issue. So get to the right if you're caught up in that, and take your time getting through there. If you can, just avoid the area altogether. Westbound on I-40 right now between 2nd Street and, of course, traffic moving slow there. Seeing quite a bit of slowdowns. Paseo westbound between I-25 and the river. South of the city, southbound I-25 as you approach Los Lunas. Seeing a lot of delays there. Looks like there is a crash just north of Los Lunas. So watch yourself in that area. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Andrew Perloff with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Angie. It's easier than ever to get home projects done well. Get started at Angie.com. Hard Knocks makes its debut tonight on HBO. It's a program that has lost some luster. So what did the league do? Turn to the one man who can save Hard Knocks, just like he's going to save the New York Jets. Yep, Aaron Rodgers. Once the cameras start rolling, Rodgers can't help himself. He's going to be entertaining, and I, for one, can't wait to tune in. I'm Andrew Perloff.
The Jim Rome Show.
One of the single worst stretches of team ownership in the history of American sports is officially over. Dan Snyder is not the owner of the Commanders. I could spend the next 24 hours listing how horrible this guy was as an owner and a human being. New owner of Josh Harris did more in the first 5 minutes of ownership than Snyder did in the last 24 years. In the words of a famous head coach, hip, hip, hooray.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
The biannual blowout is just a week away, and we've got a lot of work to do.
Heenan's Rug Emporium is rolling out a Labor Day bonanza.
That flatweed shipment coming in.
He needs 10 new sales associates as the crowds loom large.
Someone run a stock check on all the Moroccan 8x10s.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
So you just used bug spray in your home. Now what? Well, between the waiting and waiting for things to dry up and keeping your family away from the mess, it hits you. You could have used Zevo. Unlike other bug sprays that stick around, Zevo goes from kill to clean in seconds. Plus, it's safe for use around people and pets when used as directed. Zevo, people-friendly, bug-deadly.
Take a small step toward a big future for your child and get them caught up on their vaccines. Just like helmets, seatbelts, and all the other ways you keep your fearless child safe, vaccines are a proven and effective way to strengthen your child's immune system to protect them from illness and set them up for a bright future. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Make an appointment to get your child caught up on their vaccines today. Get started at vaccinenm.org/kids.
Your vehicle is one of the biggest investments you have, so it only makes sense that you protect and care for it. It's Jeff Symbieta, and I strongly suggest you call On the Spot Automotive Detailing. They are the best because they offer more than detailing. Their ceramic coating and paint
People just want
protection
a free
film
t-shirt.
can help you maintain your car and keep it looking new. No more water, dirt, and mud stains. And their layering helps prevent UV oxidation damage from the intense sun. And to top it off, they also offer window tinting services and a lifetime warranties available. Visit otsdetailing.com for info.
Hey, guys.
New City's home for sports. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
You guys have 3 minutes in this segment. About to make your mic hot.
Okay, so back on the program live at the Albuquerque Duke store. So what happens is this plan of San Diego State creating a super conference fails fabulously.
Mm-hmm.
So then San Diego State comes out and says, hey, because this didn't work, fake news. They were never in on it. They were never trying to create a conference, so they claim. They're saying, no, CBS Sports. Where's your journalistic integrity?
Yeah, I mean, this is straight from the fake news playbook.
Yes.
All you need now is evidence.
Yes. There's going to be one email that John Gruden had. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, not fake news.
Yeah. University of Alabama, Birmingham is going to be like, nah, he slid into my DMs. Look, screenshot. San Diego State right here in my DMs.
You get the 4 teams left in the Pac-4. What would you take? The top?
Did you call them the Pac-4?
Yeah,
that's what they are now.
No, but that was funny.
You take the top.
You get
7.
Get rid of 3 of them. There's just the Pac-Man.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
You take the top 6, 7 of the Mountain West.
Well, you're going to need all the Mountain West.
So what's that? Top 9?
Sure.
So then, what's that put you up to? 13. Get SMU 14. But Stanford and Cal. Maybe Memphis, maybe Tulane, maybe Gonzaga for basketball. Like what? I mean, what else is left?
A couple of the best ones from the AAC, which is like Rice, North Texas. They're close enough. That makes sense.
I think North Texas, low-key, has a lot of enrollment.
Yeah, it's a big college.
It's a big college.
Yeah.
Trent
Dilfer and the new UAB. I mean, you got White Dion, basically.
Did you call Trent Dilfer White Dion?
Sure did.
Stone Cold went to North Texas.
Did he really?
Yeah, there you go.
The Fighting Armadillos?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe he's referred to as the Fighting Armadillos.
That's the name of the college in the 90s hit comedy, Necessary Roughness. Scott Bakula.
I hate your guts, dude.
North Texas Fighting Armadillos. It's before they were a football program for the real life North Texas. Steve, you remember this?
Absolutely.
Kathy Ireland was their kicker, Fred.
This is the newest sentence I've ever heard.
That's a shame. You didn't see this major motion picture.
Today is Heidi Klum's 50th birthday. She's 5 times.
All right. Today's I-9 varsity, the varsity of 90s MILF.
I thought we already picked the varsity.
Did we? What was it?
Denzel
Washington movies.
Denzel Washington
Denzel movies. Why not both?
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Clear.
The texture says it's the American Athletic Conference and it's better than the Mountain West and pretty much
Concrete doesn't have to be blocked. JPR Construction Supplies Concrete Color Machine can customize the look of your concrete with thousands of color options. Call 588-3010 or click on our products at jprsuppliesnm.com. This report is sponsored by JPR Incorporated. Traffic right now. We are dealing with a few slow spots at the moment. Eastbound on I-40 as you approach Louisiana, multiple left lanes are closed right now. It does look like there's a sinkhole issue. You're going to want to get to the right. Be patient as you make your way through there. If you can, just avoid the area altogether. Then westbound on I-40 between the interchange and Coors, traffic continues to move slow there. Seeing more and more congestion westbound on Paseo. That's going to start at I-25 That'll last until the river. We do have crash cleanup continuing southbound on I-25 as you approach Los Lunas, and seeing quite a bit of backups with that. If you're caught up in that, just be patient as they work to get you through that area.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell's new grilled cheese dipping taco is filled with new slow braised shredded beef. But the really new part, it comes with the nacho cheese and red sauce you dip it into. Get one on the Taco Bell app today. A participating U.S. Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Jim Rome with your Rome Report. It's been more than 2 months since the JETS landed Aaron Rodgers, but the vibes are somehow still as good in Gangrene Nation as they were the day that trade became official. In fact, they're even better. When was the last time you could say that about this team? Has there ever been a time when the Jets' vibes were off the charts? Not since Broadway Joe was out there in his mink coat and white cleats. The Jets opened up camp, and they're in as good a spot as they have ever been. They have Aaron. They have Quinnen Williams locked up and extended. They've got stars on each side of the ball on rookie contracts in my dude Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson. They've got a great defense. They have no camp holdouts. They finally have the pieces in place to actually contend. And yes, they are the most interesting team in the NFL right now.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
I gotta change the oil in my car.
Right now,
we're talking about the 1991
STP
summer
conventional
blockbuster
or high
Necessary
mileage
Roughness.
with an
Members of the
STP oil filter for only $26.99.
And what do I do with my old oil?
We can recycle your used oil.
You have 1 more minute.
And I might need some help.
No problem. We have helpful how-tos at AutoZone.com. Restrictions apply.
At Granger, we're for the ones who pay attention to every little detail. The ones who fuss, tinker, and sweat the small stuff. Because you know the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference when it comes to keeping business moving. We get it. We're the same way, offering access to product experts to help you quickly and easily find what you need. So whatever your industry, you know you're always getting professional grade products. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
What does it mean to be a good neighbor? It means rising up and being there for each other. For State Farm, it also means helping our customers because you are our neighbors. State Farm agent Art Sandoval wants you to know he's ready to help. To any State Farm customer facing financial burdens, call your State Farm agent. After all, now more than ever, being a good neighbor means everything. Art Sandoval, 338-0300. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The Sports Animal. Proud to be a Cumulus media station.
Even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the Sports Animal.
Hey, Mary, you ready for
Your
this?
afternoon drive. Number 2, men on. Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Marie Castillo. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Max up.
The Texas State Armadillos are 4th down and nowhere to go after a corruption scandal nearly ends the football program. Now upstanding coach Ed Gennaro
I think you got it.
must put together a brand new team for the position of quarterback. Gennaro recruits Paul Blake,
30-something washout who he coached years before.
a 34-year-old high school star whose field of dreams turned out to be the family farm. Blake still has the arm, but can he score with a team that includes a samurai lineman, a butterfingered receiver, and a Samoan strongman with eyes for the place kicker?
Professor Andre Kim, played by Sinbad. So I had a washed-out high school quarterback cowboy and a Professor Sinbad on the team. And Kathy Ireland was their kicker.
Oh, okay.
How could you not know about this movie?
So that makes more sense. For
I am disappointed in you. What do you think she was, the
Do
center?
you want me to play the trailer?
Oh, 100% yes. If you have it.
Okay, let's
but
go.
Can you breathe? But give me 1 second. But just
Yeah, I can breathe a segment. So whenever it said here that the Samoan strongman had eyes for the place kicker, I didn't know that the place kicker in the 1991 summer release Necessary Roughness was a lady, Kathy Ireland. I thought he had eyes for like Bill Grammatica.
When they say he has eyes for Kathy Ireland, it's because he was the center and he was looking between his legs at her beautiful legs and got distracted and couldn't
All right,
snap
here we
the
go.
ball to them.
Show me the outside. Throw the ball, genius.
Throw the ball, genius.
That music is so good.
It's the most 90s music ever.
He knows where to find it. I never saw anybody fire that football the way you did.
He's talking about 20 years earlier when he coached the kid in high school.
Wait.
He's been throwing up a lot of hay bales. He's still country strong.
Blake is back to finish the season he started 16 years ago.
Oh, gosh.
Younger as he gets closer.
So Scott Bakula is the Quantum League guy, right?
That is correct.
We talk to respect our elders. Well, I'm not that old. Trying to win with raw.
Is he just on the sideline, like smoking a cigarette instead? Is that
No,
like
he's
A lot of heaters. A lot of sideline heaters for sure. The champ. That's when he had both ears.
It has to be.
Is there a scene where Scott Bakula has to defend him and his team's honor in a bar brawl against college kids? And
Yeah,
he's a grown man
they're
beating
the-
up.
You 100% know that scene exists.
Nobody thinks a team of wannabes
I am so disappointed in you that you've never seen.
can make it through the season.
This is peak 90s movies right here.
Is Rob Schneider the broadcaster?
Rob Schneider's the little wormy loser that can't get on the field.
Like the manager?
Yes.
One game at a time.
Do they win the national championship?
Women take over the sport, man.
No, but they win a lot of hearts along the way.
Smoking hot.
Kathy Ireland smoking hot?
They showed us random showers.
Of course, it's Kathy Ireland. Of course, she's going to be scantily clad.
505-246-0610. If you have recollection of the 1991 summer release, Necessary Roughness, which garnered an impressive $26.3 million at the box office.
Hey, turned a profit, only a $13 million budget. That's a hit.
That's a banger.
That is a hit. 505-246-0610. Hit us up on the Sports Animal text line and or hotline. Call and belittle Fred for not knowing Necessary Roughness.
So the reason we're bringing this up, because you brought it up before the break, I was mad during the break that I was not familiar with this.
Sure.
And you kind of out-Freded me on niche, like 90s media.
Right.
And I was like, well, there's no way it's better than Hard Knocks.
No.
I now believe it is better than Hard Knocks after
Where do you
the
think
trailer.
Hard Knocks got their game from?
Just
Look,
stealing.
Texas State was from the same area of the state that North Texas is from now. They have the same colors. They are modeled after the Texas State fighting armadillos.
Amarie, mute your microphone while you're editing audio. Also, if for me, you're going to create this story and you're going to create fictional schools, the only move is to create merchandise to sell alongside it.
Oh, duh, it still exists.
Oh, it does?
Oh, during a commercial break, I'm going on eBay and buying a jersey.
Steve is like, I believe the rights have played out on this. Let me
Okay.
get you some.
I bet they're
Right.
not
Yeah,
cheap.
Steve, get
I
it.
bet they're not
Something
cheap
before
though.
you leave today.
Just have
I'm
some
gonna watch that movie later.
It only got a 35% on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, it's not high art.
So you've
I don't-
seen it, Van. Me and Amory have not. The three
No,
of us.
I've seen it, but it's been a
goofy
very long time.
Football comedy.
For
It's
sure.
been a very long time.
So what if the three of us sit down and do a riff track over it?
I'm in
You know I'm not doing that.
at the El Rey Theater. It may have gotten a 35% on Rotten Tomatoes, 4.7 on Amazon. That's out of 5, not 10.
IMDb does not have it ranked.
Also, 4.5 out of 5 on Best Buy. I don't know what that is, but that's a pretty good score.
4 or 5 plus across the board, it looks like.
The poster for it is the exact poster for Major League.
There's a 1.
Guys, someone called in because they're a huge fan of this movie.
No, they did not.
Yeah, they did. This is crazy. His name is Steve as well. I don't know if it's Steve.
Is he on the line right now?
on.
Yeah, he is.
Friend of the show, Steve, is a huge fan of the 1991 summer banger Necessary Roughness.
It's a great movie.
There we go.
All that and Kathy Ireland too. But I think Rob Schneider was not the little nerd wanting to get on the field. I think he was a sportscaster, Sergeant Fumbalias. And
Oh, that's right. Fambalaya, Fambaruski.
Yes, that's it.
It's just his Saturday Night Live bit with the copier.
100%.
Steve, where were you when you first saw this film in 91?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't remember too much back then.
That's a good answer.
I like to party too, Steve.
Yeah. Oh, Steve was like, when I grow up, I'm going to be just
The
like Scott
phones are
Bakula.
going off.
Yeah, because people would hear.
See? There's more of us.
Steve, thanks, brother. Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
take care, guys.
This sucked in some really big names. Hector Elizondo, Robert Loggia, Kathy Ireland at the height of her powers, a young and up-and-coming Jason Bateman.
Sinbad?
TD Tony Dorsett was in this motion picture.
Peter Navy Tuisopopo.
Tuiasopo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we done with Steve?
To his big uncle.
We have Brian now.
Dick Butkus.
So let me get this straight. Friend of the show, Brian, has also seen this movie.
Dude, the phones are lighting up.
I'm telling you,
It's out of
Fred, you're
control.
missing out, brother.
Friend of the show, Brian, welcome to the program.
How have you not seen this movie?
Oh, see, here we go.
Boys.
This is so great. It was so cheesy. That 90s sports movie. Yeah, you already know the scenes, but like even me and my brothers still roll some of the dialogue, like that sin of the Simone Center. Stop, or you will anger me. I mean, these are so. Come on, break it out. I saw it on VHS.
That's how I need to see with the tracking on the top, trying to figure this thing out. Where there's no Dolby 5.0 on the video; it's just front speakers only. That's what I need, Brian.
Hey, check out
player if you need it.
Check out the cameos in this movie.
Okay,
Ed Too Tall Jones, Earl Campbell, Roger Craig, Chris Behrman, Jerry Rice, Herschel Walker, Dick Butkus, Randy White. This was a big deal.
Who put out this thing? Paramount did.
Yeah.
Okay, so it had a little bit of it had that money behind it. Brian, thank you for the call. Just wild to me.
Hey, and it grossed $28 million in 1991. That's like Barbie money now.
Hey, do me all right. So you have in front of you the Wikipedia for Necessary Roughness, the movie poster. Pull up the Major League movie poster. Pull it up right now.
They're not far apart at all.
They're the exact same.
It might be the same production company riding the coattails of the success of Major League.
It is the exact same movie poster. If you were to right now go to like classicmovieposters.com allegedly and get the Necessary Roughness poster and get the Major League poster and put them next to each other, that is a fire look.
One of them has a football. One of them has a baseball.
That's the difference.
Besides that, not a lot of difference.
Oh God. Okay. So here's what you and I are doing. We're not this week because we're busy. Not next week because I have wrestling. Thursday the 17th, Historic El Rey Theater. Over Labor Day weekend, we're doing a riff track over Necessary Roughness. Facebook.com/TalkABQ.
Let's go.
We'll do a live stream. We'll have it up, and we will dissolve it for our own enjoyment, but that of many others. It'll be a good bit.
I think obviously the phones keep coming. This is going to be very successful.
Well, Amarie, you're not involved.
I know I'm not, and I'm not going.
Much like your father, Fred, now the rest of the world gets to have a sheer sense of disappointment in Fred Slow and his choices and actions. And this is Exhibit A, that you've never seen Necessary Roughness.
Okay, so here the recommendation from the texter is we should all right, so we should show the movie at the NHCC Foundation. I don't know if the National Hispanic Cultural Center cares for this film.
Now, hold on. They got Hector Elizondo in it.
Okay.
I don't remember any of those people, but I knew Kathy Ireland was in it.
That tracks.
That's all you need.
100% tracks.
That's the big draw.
5 o'clock is all for movies. When we get back, today's I-9 Varsity. The I-9 Varsity of Denzel Washington rolls.
Let's go.
And then Josh Sushan joins us at 5:30 to preview the Albuquerque Ice Topes tonight as they are on the road for the last time. Are they in Texas or in Round Rock, right? They're going to, yep, in Texas, and this will wrap up their final series against the Astros minor league team. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Clear, you got 5 minutes.
Cool.
Now things continue to move slow eastbound on I-40 as you approach Louisiana. Multiple left lanes closed there. Looks like there's a sinkhole issue. You're going to want to stay to the right to get around all that. If you can, just avoid the area altogether and seek out an alternate route. If not, be patient as you make your way through there. I-40 westbound this afternoon between the interchange and Coors. Traffic moving slow there. Also still dealing with those slowdowns westbound on Paseo. Those are going to start at I-25. They last until the river. And south of the city, I-25 southbound as you approach Los Lunas. Looks like there is crash cleanup still going on the interstate and seeing a whole lot of delays in that area. Your best bet's going to be, if you can, to get off of the interstate and use some of the secondary roads to get around that. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Telling it like it is. I absolutely love Sean Payton and the confrontation to it. There's no BS. There's no waffling. It's Pulp Fiction. They got a mess on their hands, and they called in the wolf. If you want to fix a culture, you got to nuke the old one.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Channel.
The Dell Technologies Back to School event is on with deals on top tech for class, hobbies, and more. Now, when you buy, you support a cause. With every eligible purchase, Dell will donate to UNICEF in support of GIGA, a UNICEF ITU global initiative to connect schools across the globe to the internet. Accidental damage protection included. Get rare deals on select laptops and desktops powered by the latest Intel Core processors. Save now at Dell.com/deals. UNICEF does not endorse any company, brand, product, or service.
Every piece of land has a story. The Upshaw's right there is with a John Deere 1 Series tractor they call Penny.
When your project comes up, you have to jump in and figure out what is it going to take.
From front loader to backhoe, the Upshaws have the tools to DIY all day long. Run with us on a 1 Series tractor and start telling your story. Get $1,000 off a 1025R tractor and 0% APR fixed rate for 60 months. For additional cost information, please call toll-free 855-633-2315.
Take a small step toward a big future for your child and get them caught up on their vaccines. Just like helmets, seatbelts, and all the other ways you keep your fearless child safe, vaccines are a proven and effective way to strengthen your child's immune system, to protect them from illness and set them up for a bright future. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Make an appointment to get your child caught up on their vaccines today. Get started at vaccinenm.org/kids.
The biannual blowout is just a week away, and we've got a lot of work to do.
Keenan's Rug Emporium is rolling out a Labor Day bonanza.
That flatweed shipment coming in.
He needs 10 new sales associates as the crowds loom large.
Someone run a stock check on all the Moroccan 8x10s?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
So you just used bug spray in your home. Now what? Well, between the waiting and waiting for things to dry up and keeping your family away from the mess, it hits you. You could have used Zevo. Unlike other bug sprays that stick around, Zevo goes from kill to clean in seconds. Plus, it's safe for use around people and pets when used as directed. Zevo, people-friendly, bug-deadly.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-583-5795. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today.
There we go.
Online at com
Or call 800-583-5795. That's 800-357-95.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Make this a type 5. Mike is hot.
Denzel Washington, best actor ever. He's so darn cute. He's so darn clever. Today's I-9 Varsity, the I-9 Varsity Denzel Washington rolls. Please stop texting the program about necessary roughness, by the way. We get it. We're going to watch it.
I'm telling you, brother.
League Office 280 at i9sports.com, 505-312-4999. Big thank you to all the supporters of this program, including John Lopez, Teller Vodka, the YMCA of Central New Mexico, Red Door, which we are at tomorrow, joining a special guest host with us tomorrow. We're going to have a lot of fun with that.
So stoked.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Also, don't forget, we're at ABQX on Thursday and then returning to the Y on Friday. Come down to the Albuquerque Duke store with us. We're here for the next 30-ish minutes. Get some gear. Van's already, what are you off already? $30? Is that what you've lost?
$28 in the hole already,
All right.
and counting.
Sucks to
more
suck.
than that.
Can we close
More
early?
than that.
Yeah. You not see
The
these
online
people?
orders too?
No.
I didn't say online orders. Damn it.
Do we need character names or do we just need to say the movie?
It's up to you, my friend.
All right. I will go first. He Got Game is a banger movie. Denzel Washington is a banger performer.
You talking about the father of Jesus Shuttlesworth, Jake Shuttlesworth?
God himself.
Yep.
Jake Shuttlesworth makes the list. Give me Denzel Washington and He Got Game, because I don't believe that Jesus would have believed he had it in him if it wasn't for God himself, Denzel Washington.
Sounds like you scratched off Amarie's first answer.
I thought she was going to go with Glory.
First on my I-9 Varsity of Denzel movies,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get my favorite out of the way.
Okay.
Frank Lucas in American Gangster.
Oh.
He crushed this role.
Very good.
It was made for him.
Very good. That is low-key a really good movie. Steve, are you in?
Give me a second.
Yep. Come back, Steve last.
Skip,
Amarie.
I'm going with Training Day.
Okay. Scratching my next one off.
He was
Good
a bad.
job.
Now, Amarie, not saying that's a bad answer, but he was a bad guy in that movie.
I don't care. He was amazing.
He was
He did a
amazing.
great job.
Alonzo Harris. Officer Alonzo Harris.
Good job on that one.
Thank
Great
you.
movie.
Also, a real coming of age.
I
film
think that's
for
the only two I can name off my head. So
Ethan Hawke did very well in that. Steve?
Well, there's a couple of them.
Oh, okay.
Remember the Titans?
I do.
Yes.
Did
Coach Boone. Coach Boone.
Somebody already said that?
No,
you're up.
You're. This is the show you're on. This is your one.
Where am I?
So remember, Titans is, I think, perfect for that day and age. Also, no one does sports movies better than Disney does sports movies. And they had a run at that time. All the best movies are Disney movies. In the movie The Book of Eli,
damn it, scratching off my next one.
Denzel had to carry a Bible around, but he also had to carry the terrible acting performance of Mila Kunis. She was just terrible in that flick. Also, I got sick of Blue Orange Filter. Denzel somehow saved the film, but The Book of Eli overall sucks.
I liked The Book of Eli. I appreciated it very much.
I appreciate Amarie right now.
Also, it had Tom Waits in it, and you know I'm a big Tom Waits mark.
Yes.
He did fantastic in that movie.
Amarie?
I'm going with The Bone Collector.
I never saw that. I don't even know.
What?
It's about a guy who collected bones.
I like
In the
Antoine.
Did you not watch movies in the 90s, Fred?
I was a child. What about Antoine Fisher, that movie about chess?
Very underrated performance. Next on my I-9 Varsity
Okay.
Denzel Washington movies. He played Macbeth. Directed by the Coen brothers.
That movie Glory was all over my elementary school.
Are you sure your elementary school tried to not teach glory? Seems like something they would do in that part of the country.
Malcolm X is a banger. All the Equalizer movies are very good. Like, there's kind of like a ton of talent in the world of Denzel Washington playing that one specific character over and over again.
Let's not forget about Hurricane Carter, of course. True story.
The Magnificent Seven is a banger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, world of talent. When we get back, Josh Sean joins us, previewing the Isotopes tonight. It's Two Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Staples Stores.
Blair,
Staples on everything you need for
you got 5 minutes.
24-pack of Crayola crayons and marble comp books are just 50 cents each. Pricing may vary in store and online. NC26 comp books in store only. School on, save on at Staples.
Well, traffic right now, eastbound on I-40 continues to be a real problem spot this afternoon between the interchange and Louisiana. With the heavy rains earlier today, looks like there might be a sinkhole issue. I'm seeing multiple left lanes continue to be blocked as you approach Louisiana. So stay to the right to get around that if you can. Your best bet, though, is going to be to avoid that area altogether, if at all possible. Meanwhile, I-40 westbound as you approach the interchange, you're going to run into slowdowns. Those are going to last until Coors. Westbound on Paseo, I-25 to the river. Traffic continues to move slow there. Southbound on I-25 as you approach Los Lunas, still seeing quite a bit of slowdowns there as crash cleanup is continuing in that area. And the president has now landed. So here in the next little bit, you're probably going to start to see traffic issues. The warning has been to avoid I-40 west of the interchange and I-25 south of I-40. Expect those to become problem spots here in the next little bit. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Back the Angels in a coin flip. I'm Joe Ostrowski here to help you beat the books with BetQL. Lucas Giolito has yet to record a quality start in his first 2 games with his new team, the Angels. But he's looking to change that tonight against the Giants. BetQL has Angels minus 105 on the money line as a 5-star best bet. BetQL thinks LA should be a much heavier favorite. I'm Joe Ostrowski. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetQL and BetM.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster. No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing. But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Right now at Wendy's, when you buy either Dave's single spicy chicken sandwich, medium frosty, or 10-piece nuggets, you can get another for just $1. Your dollar never tasted so good. So it's obvious what everyone will get, right?
Definitely nugs
Spicy
and a
chicken
frosty.
sandwich,
Dave's single and a frosty for
Frosty
me.
and a frosty. Okay, who said frosty and a frosty? Pick your obvious choice. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's, buy one, get one for $1.
Limited time only. Price participation may vary. U.S. Wendy's valid per item of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined in a combo or any other offer.
TJ Trout here, and Albuquerque has been seeing record-breaking heat. So are you tired of sweating and being hot in your home? Do you still have a swamp cooler? Well, Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and AC has an immediate solution for you. Convert to AC now. In most cases, Daniels can have your project executed in a week from initial consultation to install. Their install crews are working hard to create comfort for thousands of families across New Mexico. Stop procrastinating and call Daniels today for a no-obligation refrigerated air estimate at 505-898-8860. It's a game changer.
Indigo Mortgage is proud to have served veterans with honesty and integrity for the last 20
Amarie
years.
Castillo,
And in these last
best
20
actor
years,
ever.
veterans have trusted Indigo Mortgage for purchases or refinances utilizing their VA home loan.
Are you asking me or telling me?
Known in
So
the veteran
damn
community
stand
to
up.
offer some of the lowest rates and fees.
We got about 1:30, and then you'll take this.
Where are you
for, like-
performing tonight?
I'm not performing tonight.
Why are you wearing a dress if you're not performing tonight?
I don't know why. The only time I wear a dress 4 out of the 5 days here. I wear 1 day a week. I wear leisure wear. Hi, Bobcat.
Bring our veterans. Your mortgage around and be sure to shop your trusted local mortgage company.
They'll take this to 540.
I'm going to
for
Smashing
the
Pumpkins
last 20
Sunday night.
years.
Nice.
The net at indigomortgage.net
I've never seen them live.
or by calling 836-5700. That's
Disarmed to me is as much of a
836-5700.
banger as any banger ever put out.
1962
They have so many.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and
Grainger
easily
Supply,
find what you need.
the best
Plus, you can
supplier
count
ever.
on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Kick your hiring process into hyper gear with Indeed. The
30 seconds. Josh is ready.
Attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates
Texas
whose resumes
State
on Indeed
University.
match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Find your next great hire with Indeed. Their hiring solution helps attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Sponsor a job and get a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Are you amped?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Come on, bro. The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610.
Here we go. Mike's up.
Sports Animal.
Back on the program, we're live at the ABQ Duke store. Jasu Sean is in the great state of Texas, where in 2003, Southwest Texas State University changed its name to Texas State University, nicknamed the Bobcats officially, but fictionally in the 1991 summer blockbuster Necessary Roughness, they were named what, Van?
Fighting Armadillos.
Fighting Armadillos. Josh, welcome to the program.
Well, that's quite the introduction. Appreciate you having me.
Have you seen the 1991 summer blockbuster Necessary Roughness starring Scott Bakula?
It's been a while. I do recall watching it. I think I watched it when I was in the dorms, and I don't think I've seen it since.
The response on the texter has been too much for this film.
This is our biggest high mark, our high wave moment since the Billionaire Royal Rumble.
Correct.
This is the most fan interaction we've got, is their disdain for you not knowing what Necessary Roughness is.
Josh, I've never seen it.
That's the one where Kathy Ireland is the kicker, right?
That is
Boom,
correct. Yeah,
you got it.
Josh,
That's the only thing I remember about that movie.
do you have like a gym sports movie that you think others should know about that maybe they haven't seen it? Do you have like one of those in your craw?
Ooh, I mean, I'm a big fan of oh geez, I had it and then I just lost it. The Bad News Bears. The original was it was masterful in showing how terrible adults are, and then the sequel, The Bad News Bears and Breaking Training, when they go to the Astrodome, was just so terrible in every way that it makes it fantastic.
Much like the construction and layout of the Astrodome.
Very smart.
Yeah. My favorite sports movie that most people have never heard of and definitely never seen is called Long Gone. It was a straight to HBO, and it was like in the late 80s when like all these other great baseball movies, you know, it was like right after Bull Durham and before Major League. And so it just kind of got lost in the crosshairs, but it was like this really cleverly done movie with Virginia Madsen and
William Peterson.
It was like the Jim Crow South, and it was really good. It was just a really smart, fun baseball film.
Can me and Van come over and watch it with you?
I don't even know how to watch it. You know, like, I don't know if it's on HBO Max. I don't know if it's I remember like trying to find it like 5 or 6 years ago, and I couldn't because it was so obscure. It just went straight to HBO, and I don't even know if it's in their library. But it's really good if you can ever find it.
Good news. The entirety of the film, all 1 hour and 51 minutes of it, is available for free streaming on YouTube.com.
All right.
There you go. All right.
From sports movies straight to Denzel movies. We did the I-9 varsity of Denzel movies. What's your favorite Denzel movie, Sush?
Oh my goodness! You're supposed to tell me these things like before you put me on the air.
We
so I can
usually
think
do.
about them.
Thought you were listening. Thought he was tuned in.
I mean, so are we still talking sports? Because then it's Remember the Titans.
No, we're
Who's
talking
really
golf.
good in that.
Anything.
Are we like we're done with sports movies, so we're just like moving on?
Whatever you want. You know the
Oh.
program.
Yeah, I definitely know the program. Right. What did you? Well, how about this? Why don't you guys tell me what your best ones were, and then I'll tell you who's right.
My favorite was him playing Frank Lucas in American Gangster.
The Equalizer 2, the Equalizer 1, and hopefully the Equalizer 3 this weekend.
Okay. All right. I'm on Team Van so far.
Okay, got it. Albuquerque and Round Rock meet for the fourth time this season. Is this the final series? Is that right, Jay?
Yeah. This is the final time that we play this team.
So this is it. So this is when we go from second place, first place, all the way to regular first place, and Round Rock is left in the dust?
Well, they're already behind us in the second half.
Yeah, forget them. See ya.
They're struggling. They just did a 2-week road trip while we were home, and they went 2-10, and they are 3 games behind us. So the current standings are Las Vegas is in the spot for the final playoffs. For the final playoff spot right now, that's Las Vegas, and then us and Tacoma are 1 behind Las Vegas. But Las Vegas does have the tiebreak advantage against us, so really we're 2 games back. But we got a lot to go. We got 6 weeks. That means 42 games. No, that doesn't. 6 times 6 is 36. That means we have 36 games. No, wait, we have 7 weeks. We have 7 weeks, and 6 games means 42. 42 games left. We got a lot of baseball to play.
Josh Sushan,
Well, we
voice
got some
of
dudes who can hit, who joined us
bonus.
today. Sean Bouchard and Hunter Goodman are here. You guys know Bouchard from last year. He was great in the big leagues, got hurt, spring training. And then Hunter Goodman, you may not know, but he hit 36 homers last year, and he's already got 25 homers this year. So we got some serious power that just got added to the squad today.
Is he catching?
He came up as a catcher, and they moved him to first base because he was hitting so many home runs. He's still going to catch like once a week, but he's mostly going to play first, maybe a little bit outfield or probably DH. Plus, Coco Montes is back. The Rockies flip-flopped him and Cole Tucker. So Coco's back. He's not in the lineup today, but he's here. And Aaron Shunk was away at a family thing, and he's back with us. So we got 2 new dudes, and 2 guys we've had a lot for the year are back. So, I'm really pumped about our lineup.
We hung out with Boosh during spring training when we were hanging out with you guys and the Rockies right after his surgery. When did he get cleared to play? This is big news. He's a stud.
Yeah, last week he was at Spokane, which is the single A affiliate. And so he got cleared to play about 10 days ago or so. Played 1 game in the Arizona Rookie League, and then last week he was at Spokane, and now he joins us here. So, yeah, this is huge news. I mean, he was fabulous the last month of the season with the Rockies, to the point where the Rockies traded away Connor Joe because they thought, we don't need Connor Joe. We got Sean Bouchard.
Right.
He can play left field. He can play right field. He can play first base. So he's versatile that way. I thought he was really good defensively. I like his arm. He can hit, kind of a sleeper guy. He was like a 9th-round pick who was never like this huge top prospect guy in the rankings. But we saw him last year, and he can hit. He can play. Sneaky speed. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Bouchard's.
Should we should we reserve like hotel rooms for Las Vegas like this second? Because I'm looking kind of at the upcoming games and the lineup we got. I don't know if I've seen an L for the next 7 weeks.
Okay. All right. I like your confidence. I feel like every time that the 2 of you fine gentlemen are over the top confident is when we play our worst.
Okay.
I like the subtle confidence.
Well, we're just kind of always over the top confident.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
The players of the game.
Well, as you're making your reservations for Las Vegas, remember the first round, the PCL is a best of 3 at Oklahoma City, and then it's just 1 game in Las Vegas, Pacific Coast League champion versus International League champion.
Same answer.
Do we have to go to Oklahoma City? I don't like that. We're going to get through that part. That'll be fine. We just go straight to Vegas.
So then you guys can just go straight to Vegas and do the show from there while, waiting, watching, whatever. Yeah. I mean, you do you, Boo.
Okay. We need you to email the head of the station to make sure that we get a second for that motion.
Also, email Vegas and let them know we're coming.
Okay. Like the mayor or supervisors or Mark Davis or who?
Bail bonds.
Okay, bail bonds. Okay,
that's the one.
My friend's wife is a judge now, so you guys are in good shape.
Beautiful.
Like what kind
And
of
I
judge?
did the voiceover for her campaign, and she won. So yeah, so you guys are good.
Oh, you were talking pro bono.
Like a judge, like on American Idol, like a talent show.
Yeah, like an actual judge, or like a judge in like a Trump.
Real judge, like in Clark County. Like if you guys like do something dumb and have to appear in front of the judge to explain your dumbness, she's probably going to be the judge.
I think it's when, not if.
Yes.
Yeah, more like that.
Also, been looking for a reason to wear my Josh Sushan #1 fan shirt, and that would be the time.
Yep.
So you got a week here on the road, then returning home. I mean, this is kind of the big one, though. You trust the guys on the mound. I'm not trying to be overly optimistic, Josh. I just don't necessarily know if I can find criticism for this team right now. Like they seem to be on that roll.
Well, so Judge. I mean, that's a leading question, Judge.
Yeah.
Objection, because if I just play along, then it's not realistic, right? I mean, they just lost 4 out of 6, and I hope I don't get suspended by the Orioles for saying that. They just lost 4 out of 6 games at home, right? So, got some. We could use the starters going a little bit longer than they've been going lately, and I hope the Orioles don't suspend me for saying that either. But it is factual. So, the boys are playing well. They're 19 and 14. They just lost 4 of 6. But we got some dudes who can hit. Not that the guys who couldn't, but we got some power guys, right? Like we needed a whole bunch of singles and doubles and stolen bases to score runs the last week or so, or 2 weeks. Now we can keep doing that. And we got some guys who can hit the ball out of the ballpark, so that's exciting.
Sush, who's on the pregame?
Pedro Lopez. We talked about the very bizarre way that Sunday's game ended. Do you guys catch this?
I will in the pregame.
I bet, yeah, you guys will listen to it on the pregame. It was very bizarre. It was a new rule violation that ended Sunday's game. We discussed that.
30.
Love it. Josh, you're the best, brother. Have a good broadcast.
You guys enjoy your night, and don't appear in front of a judge until I'm there.
Deal.
I think I have Trump rules. Like, it doesn't even matter. Hey, Marie, adequate today.
Thank you.
Van, final words?
Too much for the time allotted, my friend, but anything we didn't cover, make sure you check out tomorrow morning on the opening drive with Jeff and JJ.
From the live chat, it's Glory. That's
Glory?
That's the best.
It's a good one.
Good job, everyone. GG.